What if you've been chasing the wrong model of greatness all along? What if real influence, real power, doesn't come from climbing a ladder or dominating a space, but from stepping into a timeless order that has always been there, waiting for you? Laozi tells us in chapter 25 that there are four greats in the universe: the Tao, heaven, earth, and kingship. And then he flips the power structure upside down. Rather than the king being at the top, controlling the people, he says this: humanity emulates earth, earth emulates heaven, heaven emulates the Tao emulates nature. In other words, your role as a leader, a creator, a performer, even a teacher, is not to dominate, but to reflect. This is the meditative vision of aligned greatness, not made, but mirrored. Let's dive into this. Chapter 25, translation. Something undifferentiated was born before heaven and earth, still and silent, standing alone and unchanging, going through cycles unending, able to be mother to the world. I do not know its name. I label it the way. Imposing on it a name, I call it great. Greatness means it goes, going means reaching afar means return. Therefore the way is great, heaven is great, earth is great, and kingship is also great. Among domains are four greats, of which kingship is one. Humanity emulates earth, earth emulates heaven, heaven emulates the way emulates nature. The undifferentiated source. Chapter 25 begins with one of the most poetic and mystical lines in the entire Tao Te Ching. Something undifferentiated was born before heaven and earth. This something, still, silent, cyclical, infinite, Laozi says, is the mother of the world. It has no name. It is vast, unchanging, and yet it gives birth to everything. This is the Tao, not as a philosophy, but as a living field of intelligence and pattern. We cannot grasp it, but we can align with it, and in doing so, we enter the cosmic current. Laozi doesn't leave it at the poetic. He brings it into form. He speaks of four great domains. 1. The Tao, the original source, the pattern behind the patterns. 2. Heaven, the vastness, cycles, light and dark, celestial rhythms. 3. Earth, the grounded, yielding, fertile, supportive container. 4. Kingship, human leadership, influence, guidance, decision-making. He doesn't put kingship at the top. Instead, he says, the king must follow the earth must follow heaven, heaven must follow the Tao, and the Tao follows nature. It's a cosmic mirror, not a pyramid, and in that mirror we find our place. There's a story I heard once about a young Chinese prince who was sent to study with a Taoist hermit in the mountains before inheriting the throne. The boy was full of ambition. He wanted to know how to command armies, win territory, and go down in history as a great ruler. The old Taoist didn't give him any of that. Instead, he gave him a bamboo shoot and told him to plant it. Water it, sit with it, that's your training. The prince was furious at first, but over the weeks and months, he noticed something. The bamboo didn't grow up right away. It grew down first, developing an enormous root system underground before ever breaking the surface. Then, when it finally shot up, it grew several feet in days. The master finally said, only the plant that understands the earth can rise to touch heaven. The prince learned what Laozi meant. Kingship that doesn't mirror earth will not last. Leadership that doesn't honor cycles will fracture. Power that doesn't root itself in something deeper will collapse. In the modern world, we've inverted the Taoist model completely. We're told, be the expert, be the brand, be the voice, the leader, the standout. Control your outcomes. Own your lane. That's all fine in context, but when it's not grounded in earth, not attuned to heaven, not flowing from the Tao, then it becomes ego architecture. We build elaborate towers on shaky soil. We become kings with no kingdom, only control. The result? Stress, conflict, isolation, burnout, and a constant hunger to prove ourselves. Reclaiming our place, the Taoist model of embodied power. Let's break down Laozi's model and what it teaches us as practitioners, performers, and leaders. 1. The Tao, the source. Pattern. This is beyond form, thought, and technique. It's the principle of flow, harmony, non-resistance. It's pure awareness before identity. It's not something you force, it's something you align with. As a practitioner, this is your internal compass, cultivated through stillness, breath, listening, and connection. To embody the Tao is to operate from essence, not persona. 2. Heaven, cycles, vision, timing. Heaven represents the macro patterns, seasons, timing, winds of change. Bigger vision, clarity, and purpose beyond self. In performance or leadership, this is about understanding rhythm, when to push, when to pause, when to expand, when to return. Heaven teaches us strategic wisdom to read the skies. If the Tao is presence, then heaven is perspective. 3. Earth, grounded support, yielding power. Earth is the base, where you manifest your vision into form. It's the part of you that can hold weight, nourish others, adapt, and yield without losing center. In your body, it's your structure, your breath, your routine. In your business or art, it's your consistency, your grounded value. Earth reminds us that power without roots is illusion. 4. Kingship, human influence done right. Finally, kingship, the only great we can actively occupy, is about how we lead, serve, and create in the world. But here's the key. Laozi says kingship is great only when it mirrors the other three. Kingship is not control, it's reflection. You become a great leader by listening deeply, acting from center, serving from stillness, speaking when moved by truth, not ego. This is where embodied influence arises, the kind that doesn't shout, but still moves mountains. Here's an exercise I give my students, and you can do this right now. The Four Greats reflection. 1. Tao silence. Sit for 3 minutes in complete stillness. No intention, just presence. Ask, what is moving me from within? 2. Heaven, vision. Look at your current goals or direction. Are they in rhythm with the season you're in or forced? Ask, what is the natural timing for this? 3. Earth, embodiment. Check in with your daily routine, your body, your energy. Ask, where can I simplify or nourish better? 4. Kingship action. Ask yourself, what action can I take that reflects the Tao, not my fear or ego? Then take that action. This pattern can become a daily leadership calibration tool. You are meant to be great, but not how they told you. Laozi doesn't deny that humans can be great. He doesn't say shrink or disappear or avoid responsibility. He says there are 4 greats, and your role is one of them. You matter. But your greatness isn't forged by control, domination, or performance. Your greatness is activated through alignment. You are great when you root into earth, align with heaven, empty into Tao, and from that stillness, act with clarity and love. That's what makes your kingship or queendom real. That's the way of the yielding warrior, not to fight for power, but to reflect it.